person Gabia Lolo Chineke free. Onye na Lolo carpenter Gabia Lolo Nyamaria Lolo carpenter again free. Mana me yari go down ugbu a. Alu na-eme na nzukọ. Maka gị ka m bido n'otu ahịrị. N'ụbọchị taa, ịkpọ mmadụ ka o were onyinye amara Chineke nyere ya jee ozi n'ụlọ ukwu Chineke, ọ gwa gị ego na ị ga-akwụ ya. Mere na ịbịa n'Africa Youth Revival, anyị na-edebe keyboard, debe band, debe ihe ndị ọzọ eji agụ egwu. Ọ bụ n'isi na Chineke na-ego onyinye amara, ịbịa ebe ahụ were onyinye amara gị mee gịnị? Fee Chineke ofufe, sọpụrụ ya, anyị ama nkwụgwụ ụgwọ. Mmadụ na-abịa n'ụlọ okwu Chineke si Chineke, achọrọ m iji onyinye amara inyere m wee jee ozi, mana achọrọ m iji achụ aja. Chineke ya akwụ m ụgwọ. Enyichazi ofe, esi n'ofe ngụlụ ego megịnị nye onye ahụ. Ijiri onyinye amara achọrọ Chineke aja. Ịma na ọtụtụ ụmụnna azụrụ na nzukọ Kraịst, ha wee bụrụ ndị ọgụ abụ nke mba niile ma ugbu a. Isi m chọọchị ha, chọọchị ha nọto, a ga-akpọtasị ụlọ ịbịa gụọ abụ na that church. Church na tụlee ya. Ọ bụrụ na pastọ Reverend Agbụgbọ ya sị ya, sista bịa ka ị gụọla anyị abụ na anyị nwere oziọma crusade, ọ ga-agwụ ya maka n'ihi na mma gị n'ịbụ pastọ m. Ife nna na were agụrụ ndị mmadụ egwu for 30 minutes, nkeji 13 bụ 400,000, maka ihe na mma gị wụzia 200,000. Ife a bụ onyinye amara Chineke nye gị. Mana ana m agwa gị n'abalị a, ihe ọ bụla iji onyinye amara ahụ mee, ị ga-asa ajụjụ maka ya. Onye nwanyị gwara m otu ụbọchị, ya sị m, ị na-eje ozi ọma, were ego moto gị tinye n'akpa, were ego nri gị tinye n'akpa. Ọ bụgodu na inyere ego nri, gbaa mbọ fụ na iji ego moto ga-ebu gị je buru gị mee gịnị wee na. Onye na-akwụ ụgwọ ọrụ bụ Chineke. Asịrọ m na o ziri ezi na ọ bụ na mmadụ bịa jee ozi na nzukọ unu ele ya ọbịa n'eti ya anya ọfụma, o ziri ezi, mana ọ bụrụ ka akọ chaachị. Mana ọ bụrụ ibu nwa Chineke wee were onyinye amara gị na-ejelu Chineke ozi, Chineke ga-agọzi gị n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Ọ bụrụ ikpe nke a, tie haleluya. Nke ise, nzọmụkwụ nke nchụaja nke ndị Kraịst. Ị ga-eji ihe ị nwere wee chụọ aja. Achọrọ m ka otu onye sata Acts of Apostles chapter 9 36 to 39. Kedu onye a ji Baịbụl Igbo gụọla ya ebe a? Kedu onye a ji Baịbụl Igbo gụọ ebe a? Kedu ya? Ya mee ngwa ngwa. Acts of Apostles chapter 9.
Chapter 9 verse 1.
36 to 39. onye gụrụ na mbụ gụọ.
Otu nwanyị nke na-eso ụzọ Jizọs nọ na Jekọb.
Wait. Nye onye. Please open that door. Mepee ụzọ ahụ. Don't distract us again. Open that door. Onye chịpụ ya pụọ.
Toonu Chineke. Na otu nwanyị nke na-eso ụzọ Jizọs. Nọ na Jopa. Aha ya bụ Tabita. Nke a na-akpọ Dokas. Ma asụgharịa ya. Nwaanyị a jupụtara n'ezi ọlụ. Na ọlụ ebere nke ọ na-eme.
Ịchụ aja ebere nke ọ na-eme. Gụba.
Ma o ruru n'ụbọchị ahụ. Na arụ ya adịghị ike. O wee nwụọ. Mgbe ha sasịrị ya arụ. Ha tọgbọọ ya n'ime ụlọ dị n'elu ụlọ. Ma ebe Lida dị Jopa nso. Ndị na-eso ụzọ Jizọs. Ebe ha nụrụ na Pita nọ n'ebe ahụ. Ha zigara ya ndị ikom abụọ. Na-arịọ ya sị. Alala azụ ịbịakwute anyị. Pita wee bilie so ha jee. Ma mgbe ọ bịaruru. Ha duru ya rigo n'ime ụlọ ahụ dị n'elu ụlọ. Ndị inyom niile ndị di ha nwụrụ guzokwara ya nso na-akwa akwa.
Na-eme gịnị?
Na-egosikwa uwe ime na uwe ọzọ ka ha ra bụ nke Dokas na-eme mgbe ya na ha nọ.
Na-egosi uwe niile Dokas mere mgbe ha na ya nọ.
Toonu Chineke.
Haleluya. Achọrọ m ka ike ntị gị ọfụma. Nwaanyị a bụ Dokas ji aka ọrụ ya wee chụọlụ Chineke aja. Dokas bụ onye na-akwa uwe, onye na-akwa akwa, mana o ji aka ọrụ ya ife ọ na-alụpụta wee chụọlụ Chineke aja site n'inye ndị ụmụ nwaanyị ajadu dịfa nwere ife. Ka ọ chụsịrị aja na-achụ aja na-aga n'iru, Baịbụl si ofu ụbọchị nwaanyị abụ Dokas wee nwụọ. Ka ọ nwụrụ, aja ahụ niile ọ chụrụ wee malite ikwu okwu n'iru Jehova bụ Chineke. Baịbụl si mgbe ndị na-eso ụzọ Kraịst nụrụ na Pita nọ nso na Jopa, ha wee ziga ndị ikom abụọ si ya egbukwa n'oge ịbịakwute anyị n'ebe anyị nọ. Mgbe Pita bịara, ifefa gosiri Pita bụ aka ọrụ Dokas ji wee chụọ aja. Ihe niile Dokas mere, o ji aka ọrụ ya chụọlụ Chineke aja. Pita wee baa n'ụlọ ahụ kpee ekpere, Dokas wee bilie n'ọnwụ. Gịnị mere o ji bilie? Maka aja ahụ niile ọ chụrụ. Kedu ndị na-enyere aka? Kedu ndị na-enye nri? Isi naanị peka ma ọ na-ejọka. O nwere isi ị ga-emenwu. O nwere ihe nwere ike imenwu. Ọ ya mere Dokas ji wee si na ọnwụ batakwa na ndụ ọzọ wee bụrụ onye dị ndụ, maka na o ji ihe aka ọrụ ya wee chụọlụ Chineke aja. Aga m ekwu naanị otu nzọụkwụ, anyị agabazia n'iru. Ị ga-eji ego gị wee chụọlụ Chineke aja. Ị ga-eji ego gị wee chụọlụ Chineke aja. Na anya na Acts of Apostles chapter 5, 1-5, ọlụ ndị ozi isi nke 5 amaokwu nke mbụ wee ruo na nke 5. Gụọ ya ngwa ngwa.
Toonu Chineke.
Haleluya.
na otu nwoke nke a na-akpọ aha ya Ananias.
Otu nwoke nke a na-akpọ aha ya Ananias.
Ya na Safaira nwunye ya.
Ya na Safaira nwunye ya.
Were otu ihe o nwere.
Were otu ihe o nwere.
Wee debere onwe ya ụfọdụ n'ime ọnụ ahịa ya.
Wee debere onwe ya ụfọdụ n'ime ọnụ ahịa ya.
Nwunye ya makwara o wee weta otu oke tọgbọ ya n'ụkwụ ndị ozi.
Gụba.
Ma Pita sịrị, Ananias, n'ihi gịnị ka Setan mejuru obi gị ịgwa mmụọ nsọ okwu ụgha na idebere onwe gị ụfọdụ n'ime ọnụ ahịa nke iberibe ala gị? Mgbe ọ na-anọ ọ nọgideghị n'aka gị, mgbe e resịrị ya ọ dịghịkwa n'ike gị. Gịnị mere iji tinye ihe a n'obi gị? Ọ bụghị mmadụ ka ị gwara okwu ụgha, kama ọ bụ Chineke. Ma mgbe Ananias nụrụ okwu ndị a, ọ daa n'ala kubie ume.
Ozugbo, achọrọ m ka ige ntị. Ị ga-eji ego gị chụọrọ Chineke aja. Ebe a ka ndị niile nọ n'ala Igbo nwere nsogbu. Iji ego fa na ihe ha nwere chụọrọ Chineke aja. Baịbụl sị na Ananias na nwunye ya lele otu iberibe ala ha nwere. Ha lele ya dịka ndị ọzọ na-ele nke fa. Fa wee weta ụfọdụ ego fa letere n'ala ka eyi bụọ debe ofu. Wee were nke ọzọ wee bịa n'ụkwụ ndị apọstọl wee debe ya. Pita dị asọ esoro ya laa n'ahụ. Mana mmụọ Chineke si n'ọnụ Pita wee kwuo okwu. Achọrọ m ka o doo gị anya n'abalị a na mgbe ọbụla ị chụrụ aja na Chineke ma ihe kwesịrị ịbụ ihe ị kwesịrị iji chụọ aja. Na mgbe ị kwesịrị ịchụ aja na Chineke makwa mgbe ị kwesịrị ịchụ aja. And na Chineke ma ego one ị kwesịrị iji chụọ aja ma ọ bụ ihe n'one ị kwesịrị iji chụọ aja. Ananias na nwunye ya ka eyi bụa. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-achụrụ Chineke aja, ị jiri ihe kwesịrị wee chụọ aja a, kama ịnata ngọzi ị ga-anata nkọcha. Kama ịnata mmeri ị ga-anata mbibi. Ngwa ngwa Ananias na-eguzo wite aja ya, Chineke wee jụọ aja ha. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị achụghị aja Chineke jụrụ ajụ. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị achụghị aja na-ewe Chineke iwe. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị achụghị aja na-akpasu Chineke iwe. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị achụghị aja mmelu ka ha ghara ịnata ngọzi ha nata ọbụbụ ọnụ. Kedu ka esi achụrụ Chineke aja? Pita na-asọ wee gwa ya sị, gịnị mere ekwensu ji mejuo obi gị? Unu anụrụ ihe kwu? Ananias bịara ịchụ aja. Pita na-asị ya na ekwensu nọ n'obi gị. Iji aja n'aka mana ekwensu nọ n'obi gị. Sị ya na ọ bụrụ mmadụ ka ị na-atụla asị, kama na ọ bụ mmụọ nsọ Chineke. Baịbụl sị ka ọ na-anụ okwu a, o wee daa n'ala wee nwụọ. Ọtụtụ ihe na-eme na ndụ anyị n'ụbọchị taa bụ n'ihi etu anyị si achụ aja. Baịbụl sị na ọ ka mma irube isi karịa ịchụ aja nzuzu. Achọrọ m ka m jụọ n'ebe a n'abalị a, enwere nwa Chineke n'ebe a na-ebi ndụ ịchụ aja? Maka ndụ nke alaeze Chineke bụ ndụ ịchụ aja. Enwere nwa okorobịa, enwere nwa agbọghọbịa n'ebe a na-ebi ndụ ịchụ aja. Enwere onye nna, enwere onye nna n'ebe a na-ebi ndụ ịchụ aja. Agwara m unu n'oge mgbede na ịchụ aja na-afụ ụfụ n'arụ, na-afụ ụfụ n'obi, na ọ bụ oge anya mmiri akwa, na ọ bụrụ oge eji achọ ọchị. mgbe Jizọs ji onwe ya chụọ aja n'elu obe, ọ dịghị ya mfe. Ọ gabigara ihe dị iche iche ka o wee chụọ aja ka a zọpụta mụ na gị. Onye ọbụla bụ onye na-eso ụzọ Kraịst na-ebi ndụ a na-ese, ọ ghaghị ịbụ onye nchụaja. Ka m kọọ unu ofe akụkọ ọgbama. E nwere ihe mere na 2008. anyị bịara African Youth Revival n'Elangre Secondary School Onitsha. Ọ dị nso n'ebe a. Ị ma na African Youth adịghị enye onyinye. O nwere onye a na-asị ya weta ego. E wee pụta ofu ụbọchị n'ime African Youth. O nwere onye a ga-eri. And etu a ndị isi nchụaja nọ si ebe a kịta, ọ bụ na nne ya dịrọ, o nwere onye n'ime fa na-agwa. Ndị ọka ya ekpere wee kpọọ m wee sị m, ọ bụ na onweghị onye Jehova gwara gị ga-eweta nri na kampụ? Nsị na ọ dị mmadụ ise Jehova gwara m ga-eweta nri. Wee sị na ọ dị mmadụ ise Jehova gwara m ga-eweta nri. Ha sị ka m kpọọ afa ha. Nsị na nwere onye m na-akpọ afa ya. Ha sị na m ga-akpọkwa ya o. Na ha na-ekpe ekpere, Jehova sị na ya zaa na ekpere ha. N'onwego ndị ya gwara ka fa weta nri na kampụ ha. Wee kpọrọ fa afọ ofu onye. Mkpọ afọ onye a kịta gị nwa ga-amụ ya. Fa wee were fon nọmba onye a wee kpọọ ya. Si ya, o nwere ihe Jehova bụ Chineke si gị weta na kampụ African Youth Revival 2008. Ọ sị fa na Jehova si ya weta akpa rice abụọ na 5,000. Fasia na fa na-ekpe ekpere kịta. Chineke wee gwuo n'ọza gị ekpere fa na ihe na-akụ kịta bụ 1 o'clock na eribe nri ụtụtụ. Si anya ha furu gị ebe a kịta gị buru akpa rice ahụ tikpu ego na 5,000 ahụ bute. Ịma mgbe na-adịghị anya wee fụ nwoke a wute ọgba tumtum ya buru akpa rice abụọ bịa bunye ndị prayer. E wee wele obere ego ahụ wete gote ya. Mgbe afọ ife adịrọ ka ọ dị kịta. Chukwu gwara nwoke a ya chụọ aja, ojidi ihe ọ ga-eji chụọ aja. Ọtụtụ n'ime naanị ihe m na-ekwu kịta, jee isi ị ga-eji chụrụ Chineke aja na-eri ya, ị ga-awụ ọnwa elu n'elu. Ebere adịrị ya. Kedu aja ị na-achụ ime ka alaeze Chineke gaa n'iru? For example, etu ahụ uche niile nọ ebe a kịta. O nwere onye n'ime ụlọ nkwal na ego anyị ga-akwụ n'ụtụtụ echi bụ 600,000. Ọtụtụ n'ime ụlọ anyị tiri moto free. Ego anyị enye ndị moto a adịbero. Did I tell you? Should I tell you? In nwere akọ n'uche. For example, in African Youth, I go 20 bags of rice, 300 and bụ efi na-abụ anọ na 315,000. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị na-ebe a nwere ya ji eji chụrụ Chineke aja mana ha jiri siri ya aka ike. Otu ndị kwere anyị nkwa ha ga-ebunye anyị garị from one diocese. Also one parish butel few bags of garri. and that might not go Gary. But yesterday and today, I'm a go no go to Gary. Kedi actually Chinekaja. Ofunwa mwoke kamsi ya jake make meleke mali ya Chineke siki will trolley an African youths. But with either 30 or 40,000. He said, you drove out 70. I think yesterday or 30 or so. Give one way back, we need to make a bag, you will trolley. Can you bring a mini charge on back to Chiginat? If you know to me, my, ne nanya, ne boso. Last year, I will know we crusade. In Onga. Crusader gave 1.6 million. And that crusade be immediately after African Youth last year. African Youth last year, it go about budget 5 million. This year 15 million. And then when they neighbor nature, no when this symbol for Sibunya Mego. Give it battalion. I am not in charge of African youths. I am not in charge of African youths. Year to year. Ima COVID-19 bu COVID-19 that last year yenaga. Kaine bidonne we crusade. Somebody one tithe 500,000 until na the crusade. Another person one tithe 105,000 until na the crusade. Before the crusade, ebute jipa nanya. Some of you may nanya kitani. Onyo bunani Jesus Christ. Nada charger. Imani jinu piani Jesus Christ. Imane wendi no abi African youth na Christ. Farmer and be 1 cup, 1 painter, Sikarian African youth. And family have rice in African youth. Ne rice ya fana kota. Ewe gari na bega hana ufu gari ya ufu. Fasil beka hamata 1 cup of gari na African youth. Kidibi na trajan kiki. In a charge and a million. In a charge and Alice, in a chair and a Jofia. Oh, no, Buna Jesus on Christ. Bien douanes, Gabonian charge. Last year, African youths, in a China, if they tell me last year about 450,000. And when you know among the pastors, I take one person. And the candidates was your man again a fear na room. In a 600,000 na room. If you the expression me room. One of my sons here, genuine 200,000. Also. Or some daddy no wake yes ready. You say top no so here the name 200,000. Or to na name kukita. And you could see with Chunichi an African youth more than 5 times. And they got boya in another way. Or to black African youth here carrying 15 years. African youth is 21 years this year. 5 naira. This brother and William Bararia with 200,000. I just we go moto. Some people see missionary there and missionary areas. Sim age go when I go many and made 200. That is a true son. Near 10,000. September, he sold something that gave him money in millions. There is no how we can grow in the things of God without sacrifice. I continue na charge. But February, God butela isiena ejabare kita. I got a mountain. When a mountain, we need 120,000 charge. Nata, before Nanata from mountain, Adoba got 4 with Abubu and HMH. Give what you make about. I do be na can't give a jiggy. Onye jigi. Elijah biakute why certified. Sine ke sagabana ke why certified. Enye gomi adema ayo. Yo na chukuna na gauda ayo ga ayo is a commandment. Ana ma yo Jehovah ke wendi wele bi charge abon the African youths. Na the African youths. Fadich Nandozi Nandos Saturndos. Onyezi chose your more in an onana in your envelope or second. See an young friend, Kebesi Wotega. Hey, Nanyeba, in Manon and the African youth, not to Anye Goy Yefa. Sharon Omuka, a Pugopuchuna horror, African youth revival. He's a good preacher, he's a good man. Finish here, rush out with envelope, they go up 5,000. 5,000 na money. Osemi Yawa, come to Linyegu. St. Paul, so it's a more balagi. You run program up your blood. Last year alone, I and my wife contributed 2.5 million for African youth. This year, this satanic demon COVID-19. Stop a lot of things. You can't travel, you can't go out, all your crusade programs you have in other states, you can't attend them. That is why by this time now, we are still looking for 600,000 to set off our bill. There are people here now that are hearing my voice that have seized the resource God gave to them to sacrifice. Elijah said to that woman, give me a cup of water. As she was going, he said, please bring me 1 plate of jollof rice with a salad. Madam, with a more to Juno, Guinness malt. The woman shouted, I don't have anything, man of God. Man of God, you know the sea. That is what I call poverty mentality. Do you know why? Some people cannot sacrifice anything to God. They believe that their name is written with a capital letter in the book of poverty. Abrono hakacha wejidife kama na hawe no bieje emegin obieje atwaja. I can't wear anybody since 21 years of African Youth Revival. Nobody since 21 years of African Youth Revival that can boast that he have putting 500,000 naira into African youth as a block money. Elijah said to that woman, you have your last food. I'm a prophet. That is not your last food. You can eat it and die. That thing you call your last food is your seed. If you eat your seed, you will not have harvest. Sow your seed. Do you want to say what you want? What do you mean? He said, first of all, prepare the food for me. And Matthew chapter 6:33 says, first seek the kingdom of God. Do you know that when we bought the 20 bags of rice for African youth, in my house we don't have 1 cup of rice. I returned one day, I said to my wife, I want to eat stew rice. I said, let's pick some cup from African youth bag. I said, no. Let me eat gari again. Because that rice is not my rice. That woman, Zarephaite woman, Zarephaite sister, Zarephaite brother, went into the kitchen and prepared the food with a smiling on her face, not with a disfigured face. And say, man of God, thank you for coming to my house. Eat. The man of God loosed his belt and swallowed the whole thing. That prophet is a hungry prophet. Prophet, they hungry. Oh, when I'm not hear me, prophet, they hungry. But before she brought that food, Elijah said something. What you are doing now is a sacrifice. The beam of your floor shall not waste. The oil in your jar shall not run dry until God send rain upon the earth. The only way to survive the time of drought and famine is to live a sacrificial life. As a young person, you may say, what do I have to offer? Hey, my friend, you have something to offer. There is something you have. Some of you enter this ground with 5,000 naira. Since then you are eating, drinking. Some of you enter with 2,000. Do you know why I'm telling you this? Some of you that are listening to me now, you don't have the mind of sacrifice. If they have said to you, brother, are you coming to Africa? You say yes. They say you pay 1,500. You say, I'm not going again. I'm not going. I'm not going. It's a sign that you don't love God. David said to Aruna the Jebusite, in 2 Samuel chapter 20, 24 verse 18, I will not offer to the Lord that which costs me nothing. Christianity without sacrifice, you are playing. Christianity without sacrifice, you are a joker. You are not going anywhere. And when Elijah finished eating, the woman returned back to her storehouse and find out that she's now enjoying what is called divine supply. Divine supply can only come by divine sacrifice. Everybody here, touch your neighbor. Touch your neighbor. Say, wake up. Push him very well, push him. I want them to hear what I'm saying. Shake that your neighbor. Everybody look up and look at me. is over 17 years now. Over 17 years. Egoni be ma wanafia mo shoe, including singlet. Bible said, whatever a man sow shall he reap. Why? A brother bought me one good packet shirt, turkey shirts. I carried that shirt, give a beggar. From that day to today, I've never entered any market say I'm looking for clothes. No. As I'm talking with you now, people will see me, they will beg me, please, can kwala gakwa. I say, man, I'm in whatever. Do you know why he's there? And I'll never use them all unless the person come back and pick it. And what am I feeding a tell? Somebody from Naburuni bus stop able to say we be about Simbiko can measure on the gap while gap. Sana Mama only be welcome get away. Or Simbiko ma where cheta. One of two senator suits. Boroni Junction. No they man to each one your future mistake. Future your children mistake. I've been in several mission fields without one. I went to one primary and nursery school to preach. Immediately I finished preaching, you know I'm a children teacher. One man woke up to me and said, please, check you know Bele Biko, I want to tell Okobia, come show gap. Mr. Ganama Nabago. I went to Lagos to preach. The first time I went to his church to preach. I preached the first day, the second day. The third day, they said to me, let's go to China village. You see, I'm in China, Halona village in Lagos. All idea Haji China Lagos. We enter China village in Lagos. We enter to suit section. He said to me, choose any suit you want. Our church will pay. I chose one. And they bought about 6 trousers the same day. And added to it. I went somewhere to preach in one of our churches here in Onitsha. A woman saw me, said, I'm going to talk importing shirts. I'll bring one for you tomorrow. He brought one. I went to the village and gave it to my uncle. And returned to the church to preach again. I told her, the shirt you brought, I gave it to my uncle. If you want to give me shirt now, no, yeah? Next day in that program, he brought another one. Why? I have settled that matter by sacrifice. What you sow, you reap. The day we sold my wife and her sister, sold my 544. Some of you know that 544. We wrote in the front of it, missionary. When we sold that 544, we are owing our house rent. And then my wife and her sister purposely sold it so that we will use the money to complete for our house rent. They called one of their brother that is at Mbuko Busi market to come and buy it. They sold that 5 for 50,000 naira. You don't know who's. When they sold it, he gave the money to her sister to keep because her sister knows how to keep money. She's a bank, first bank, Union Bank. There are people like that, I like them. Anything you gave to that woman, if you come after some time say, give me back, she will give you exactly the same way you gave it to her. I think it's not up to 1 week. I said to them, you know the motto you sold is missionary. Give me the money. We have crusade. We have a mission. We throw that money into the mission. Of course, it's not enough. But do you know what happened? The other week, a brother came to my house and he said, Daddy, this 100,000 is for you. This 144,000 is for your house rent. By then, we are living in a flat, paying 144,000. The brother said to me, I'm not giving this money to you. God said I should give the money to your wife. Because if I give this money to you now, you'll carry it and put it into the gospel. And that is exactly what I will do. That's why I tell you, don't have anything here. But I don't know whether I can anyway. That is how we paid our house rent and continued our life. When you are living a life without sacrifice, you live a poor life, you live a stupid life, you live a foolish life, you live a frustrated life, you live a life of attack. My brother's wife bought me one costly material on my birthday and said, Daddy, please give it to the tailor so that I will know how much I will give you. You see, if you have a tailor, bring one. If not so, one Christmas day like that, one person bought me a good shirt and a trouser and said, Daddy, this is for your Christmas. You don't know the power of sacrifice. I said, you go tell me, I said, Daddy, you see, you go tell me, can't you go out here? And to a the pastor here. And that's it, I do the shirt, he said, Chideke, thank you, no one catch it, I'm shirt, oh my kid, that tragic. Can you get the shirt, you know the shirt with another trouser off. See, actually, trouser and a shirt again, or same daddy big on 1 inch, you're making a 45, large 45. One of the shoes in a conference are only a good year. And you go to too much. I sow the seed of clothes when I don't have clothes. The first best clothes that enter my hand, I sold it out. When I gave that money, the proceed of that 504, I announced to people, I have settled the issue of car. I will never buy car again with my money. The last one I bought is when I returned from one program from Cameroon. I will never buy car with money again. Every car you see me drive now will come as a gift. Because the Bible said, whatever you sow, you reap. Some of us are claiming to be great, but since you are alive, you are not even able to give God one cow. Do you see this speaker we are using today? Speaker neighbor, all the 6. Somebody paid me a tithe of 1 million. I use it and bought the speaker. We will use it today. We will equipment. Before we go higher. Do you know in Africa you don't have microphone. The microphone I'm using now, and I borrowed it from my pastor, from our church. That is the microphone all of you men of God here are using to speak, including my Reverend Bethel. Now borrow the microphone. A pair of this is 280,000 a pair, 2 of them. 2. We bought it 6. 3 pairs. And plus the expenses. We believe that's 1 million. Do you say you are a kingdom person and you are not sacrificing anything for the kingdom? You are a kingdom destroyer when you are not living a life of sacrifice. I remember when I was younger as a Christian, our church wanted to buy land. What they are giving us money for food that time is 30 naira. 30 naira, you have rice and beans with tofu. It's even better now. I said I'm going to save that 30 naira. Let me be taking my dinner. Save the 30 naira. Keep saving it. I did that like 2 months. Gather the whole money, give to the pastor. Say that is my own contribution. That's why when I look at some of you, you look at me, you admire me. You match a shike. I've been in several mission fields. Picked some children. They are living in my house today. I pay their school fees before I pay that of my children. You think my children will not school with a scholarship. They will. Bible says what you make happen to others, God will make happen to you. That is why you are struggling with everything. You struggle. Can you do biology jam? Very difficult. Can you get 1 naira? You get 10 kobo. You will get Baba Bijabu, Bet Niger. If I told me I'm going to bet Niger, will get Taisha's Meneti Shigidi. First, seek the kingdom of God by sacrifice. I'm complaining that where I am living now in GRA is very costly. Very costly. Where I'm living before, we are paying 500,000 in that duplex. In a lantern here. Back to GRA. Why I entered the house is because we are looking for a house. And they are bringing some agents for house. And they are showing us house. They say, come and see this one. I'm not interested. Until my spirit accepts it, I can't go. Hi. When they mentioned that house, I know that is where we are going to live. I also knew it's going to be costly. Very costly. I pleaded with the man, please correct 700,000 a year. He said, no. 800. He said, because I know you, what we are collecting in this place is 1 million every year. On process of talking that, a brother said, I will help you pay the money and I'll give you a plot of land to build your own house. I heard a whole mighty man of God called Enoch Adebo, a general overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God. He said on one of the anniversary of Winners Church that the summary of the gospel of Jesus Christ is that nothing goes with nothing. Nothing goes with nothing. There are some who are my orga in those days. Today, some of them are looking up to me. Why? By sacrifice. By sacrifice. When are you going to grow as a Christian? Maybe they charge. I remember one Christmas day, I said, I don't have anything, I don't have any money, I don't have food to eat. Why can't I give people something on this Christmas? I enter my room. One room I'm living there. I enter my room. I begin to search the room. I saw a lot of things in that room, even some shirts I have not used and all that. I picked things out. All the plastic they gave me in wedding, all the cup they gave me in wedding, I gathered all of them, carry it and come to fellowship. I shared the whole thing. You have something to offer. Hey, until you offer what you have, you are not going to get what you need. You like idea there. By that woman of Zarephath sacrificing her food to God. Let me show something quickly and summarize this message. If you have your book, just write. Let me show you something quickly on this. I'll just mention the quotation. You go on and write it. How to sacrifice to God. How do I give God something? Number one, you give God the only thing you have. If you cannot give him the only thing, you have not given him your heart. You are not born again. Forget about your speaking in tongues. If you are still struggling with God in giving him the only thing you have, you can see that in Genesis chapter 22 verse 12. God spoke to Abraham and said, give me your only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest. That is the only thing he has. And he has to deliver it to God. That is why he became the father of many nations. Today, Muslims said Abraham is their father. Whom said that Abraham is their father. Christians said that Abraham is their father. And mention them. Every religions of the world, they are claiming that Abraham is the founding father. Number two, how do I give to God? You give to God what you love most. You give to God what you love most. You see that in Genesis chapter 22 verse 2. You give God what you love most. How do we give to God today? We give God the leftover. Balance you collected from a bike man. You throw it into the offering. I told myself, any day I have 1,000 naira in my pocket, I won't give an offering less than 1,000. And since I started it last year, it's working for me. If I have 200, I don't give. 100 naira, I sit down. With them 100 naira. And every year I can job in a bakeleke buy. In offering my fare. I can some pastors say bakeleke they have what uncle. All you know for dollar. And all you make a saloon na rice. Ibe na be pass you na cho yi geri. Every 5 naira bi onye. Ibu onye ori. 5 naira kije nyo every Sunday. Or get 10 naira in a machine. In a lolaka, in a kubo, in a rice in a wetego. 5 naira kije nyo. Man ibe be pastor. In a cho rice geri nye what the rice. Onye ori. Onye ori bia lo kacheria. Onye ori bia lo kacheria no nye wa na kpogi. Easy come Jerusalem. And yet more free. Easy. 5 naira. 10 naira. Highest money not there, they can 20 or 50. One woman when you kedi aina kbiya na bai keya umu krikri jia na de chaka okpo na de ka ball kedi aina kbiya ni bai Oh. Gene. Cheta hunu mana iso munu bi na village. Cheta no nia. Jigin. Talk to me. Akwala nkata. Oh yes, okpala nkata. Na nkata ko na akpoda gafe nkata. International. Oda gafe nkata okpala nkata ya na akpe. We jiri toto a bia buye na nkata megim. Dowa. Pastor Riofu. Muni Riofu. Dokpari Riofu jemegim. Jawu. I said to God, unless maname will go na akpa meji an offering, also I below my last card, I will throw it in into that offering box. We came to mission at Mbu. Are you not there? You are there. Did you know how God generated the whole money? You know I'm too rich. I'm not a poor man. Two of us. If you believe you are rich, you become rich. If you believe you are poor, you remain poor. It's a principle of life. We came to Mbo. There was a time Reverend Abo came to me and said, hey, bring money so that I'll settle those people we need to settle. Reverend Abo didn't know that I don't have up to 1,000 naira with me. And I'm still preaching a powerful message. Do you know how we got money? The day we are about to go, a blind man came and gave me 50,000 naira. I pray for him to see, he no see. I lay hand and say, receive your sight in Jesus' name. The thing no green open. But in the morning, he brought 50,000 naira. Now from there I carry money, give Reverend Abo, make he go settle those boys. You can't serve God and be in disgrace. What I'm telling you is what brought African youth to this level. Go home and do likewise. I'm can go for them last week. Obo bro God I can go for settle this bill. Don't worry, you will be in Africa, you will be alive. Your children will be alive in African youth. I wrote something about African youth. There are people I will appreciate, but not now. There are people I'll give brand new car, house, for their faithfulness. You give God what you love most. Number 3, how to give God. You give to meet a need. Don't give foolish giving. You give to meet a need. My brother, my twin brother, I called him when he returned from Lagos. I said to him, we are doing African Youth Revival. Just give me 50,000 to add. He said, they didn't pay us completely from that work. I went to Lagos, so I'll give you 10,000. I said, I don't need 10,000. If not 10,000, hold your money. Why? African Youth Revival now. Carry 1 million naira, put up, you no go see them. It will be like saying you never started self. My twin brother, I said to him, go with your 10,000, I don't need it. What am I going to use? What will I use it to do in African Youth? Or tomatoes, kose. Do you know how much is 1 carton of tomatoes? How much? 17,000 something. 17,201. Only 6 pieces in the anime. How many did we use? 4 cartons. I'm going to check it. It's also tomato. Fresh, I did open here. You can't be team. You know, with 1,000, 10,000. I saw one ego, ego, bukwego. 5 naira no be money. You are not talking to me. What of 2 naira 50 kobo? I'm a real nobody. Catch a fire. The woman who said a fact in 1 Kings chapter 17, 9 to 15, she gave to meet a need. Number 4, giving without expecting anything. The first time African Youth Revival came here, Reverend Abo said, I told you how much we spent then, 300,000. He said, hey, he said in the microphone, the money brother spent, if I use that money, buy cow, but he spent it. I didn't finish that testimony. After we give that 504 for mission work, we had only bus. Not this bus. But you know, some of my children, I went to one of the mountains to pray. Some of my children, they connive with my wife. They went and buy this bus now. This one you see here. And they want to take me by what? Surprise. If they have told me, I'll tell them not to buy that bus. Oh boy, abada. Yet is a Joseph market Homa boss. Obola no azu atabo mad. And that book there. Ono azu ade luzi. I was a ketabasine blue the ono azu na bia. Oya na anye. Don't settle for cheap life. Now try just so that you can get kalaka. And you get like is an actual shoe up and I need them this shoe. Don't you wear packing in GRA? The man have a shoe rack. One day he walked in. That is Dr. Barrister Moifadike, the preacher. He's the one that owned the house. He's my landlord. One day he entered side of my duplex. He saw that his shoe rack, I filled it up with shoe. Tuwaja kiso ninando odogu. Odogu abroga inem. Hey, no, odogu abroga like this. No, we go, Odawa, Kite, Odeshi, Oshekita, Wali, I got 3 man. Even if you so move, I want to make this is your mother. Okay, I can say, I want to say, I want to say, one day, see, now which in a time, and say, I got a beer. I looked at an MCC here, beer along the road, and be the prayer point. Any which I was in this yard, catch fire, die. Okubag, we put us a carry the baker. At Molgafe, I shake people in a village. If you don't touch her, Father, King of glory, my Lord Jesus Christ, Alpha and Omega, Ezebina Nibo Godiana Akpena, Nina Zachazi Ibonyan Sepa, Okubawagi. David is, I will not give God that which will cost me nothing. Can somebody say here, next African Youth Revival, this is what I'm going to do. Do you know when you go to Boko, people now ask Koko for that conference. Zucho Koko, be like and you will not know. Fancy and Abifa ye bute. I can't remember the last time I went to any market to buy anything. Can you naturally mafia? And so can the pastor and AJ from shop to shop. I didn't be a shop. They seek for prophets. Nakeki na dem na shop geta Kamal Kunis as pastor we in alone in the nefe. Do you know that any message I preach here on Africa Youth took me 6 hours to prepare it? I moved from my house to the office, I'll sit down. Before I can 6 hours. I'll sit down. Ask my wife. No. In those days for some time. That is sacrifice. If you want to affect your generation, you must live a sacrificial life. If you want to make impact and change, you must live a sacrificial life. And you must make judicious use of your night season. Isinasi, you preach kita sinana or after train akuya kita. If you want to do good begisi temple ne making, give us a church and offer temple. No ni chamuto na bagi de chefo. Get to oka road on chicken na fumoto. Express na di visit chefo. If you do good bucha Mercedes, sema Mercedes abro moto na gare puri nike. Ufodi ye megodi ya manage me. Did I GG puasi Enugu state na anata or floor. But because of Udimo Tobu, I nagideti na tonicha. All we move to Gabobolo, you can't try it. Ya come just say it to Ezibaja, to Aja Karaka, to Yegi, making Yekajala Kaja. Legacy God, yes, the African youth, I must do something. There is something I can do. There is something I can contribute. As a kingdom person, as a man living the kingdom lifestyle, let me push this thing for God's work. After that, some of you know my V-boot here. You know I'm now. You know now. My V-boot. I don't carry and meet many bishops. V-boot to Bezibo Moto. I'm telling you. Mercedes they try. I remember last year? Or last year? I came to Mbo with that V-boot. From I went to Ikwo. From Ikwo, I passed through Afi Ikwo to Isukwato diocese to see the bishop of Isukwato. With that same V-boot. From there I returned back to Enugu, slept in Enugu. Tomorrow I return in Onitsha. The V-boot to try. All for the moon on African youth. You know Monday morning that we're supposed to start African youth. My wife and some of our workers left very late, and police caught them and put all of them behind the bar. And they collected their phone. So Monday morning from 5 o'clock, I started calling them. Have you started bringing the equipment? No, I can't reach anybody. When it is 6 o'clock, it dawned on me that something is wrong. But I warned them in the night. You know my own kind of prophecy is not a prophecy that says, that is not that kind of prophecy. As I'm talking and I'm prophesying, I can tell you, don't go now, no, don't go. It's a prophecy, I don't finish. I warned them that night. Go, there is curfew, go. Then they lied. Do you know what they said? They said to the people that are cooking here that night, that are flying this meat we are using to eat food. They said to them that I went to Akwa Ibom, I returned by 1 in the night. That they will go after 10. Where did they see themselves? Behind the bar. All of them, which they are speaking in tongue. You know, when you don't follow God's prophet, you enter into trouble. Nothing we said, I have to call our lawyer. We have lawyer. African youth to have lawyer. African youth is registered. I have to call our lawyer. Our lawyer have to go there to discharge them. But what am I saying? As I called them that morning, nobody's responding. I entered a jeep, drove straight to my house, carried the speakers with the jeep. Some I put them inside, some on top. We tie them. At least when unbelievers see that we are carrying speaker with that kind of jeep, oh boy, they go bow. Finish that one. Went to our station. Collect all the equipment there. Before they could come out from behind the bar, I have brought the whole equipment here. I then told the Basi that is driving our bus, you can now go home and bath. Sleep little, you no sleep. For police station, mosquito were there, and a wicked police mosquito. Use everything you have, give it to God. Don't say this thing on my own. Now me get up. You don't get anything. What did I say last? What? You give without expectation. Acts of Apostles chapter 3 verse 1 to 8. Peter said to that man, I have silver and gold, but what I have, I give to. When Peter gave to that man what he had, Peter was not expecting offering. Peter was not expecting tithes. Peter gave freely. Hey, what did they use to reward Peter? Persecution. The Sanhedrin arrested him. Say, why did you make that man walk? We go kill it today. They pushed 2 of them into jail. And the Bible recorded that when they have spoken to them and given them some strokes of cane, that Peter and John came out to say, Jesus, thank you. Hey, I am worthy that they will now give me some strokes of cane for the gospel, for Jesus. Hey, and now I'm a big man of God, I'm growing. Hey, you are a member, just insulted you. You are cursing that you are a member. Just little insult you are a member give to you. Email and IDG 3 days. To one day not you know, to one day not you know, how do you make it? Peter said, oh, Holy Spirit, thank you. I'm now worried that they will beat me because of Christ and the gospel. I'm happy. So sonny biano no okay to you no kita. Asigini na alalo na give water. Ini gaba kadiki ilu chimpanzee ilu adaka nke woke. So sonny asigi water eti okwagiye eti gesigadu water ime onye anya ne chache anya oponi pass bero wayek idolele ile chache anya to ibi akulota iyi asino bigi ndi osha na asha okoba wagi catch fire. Hey,